Since the beginning of this year, I've tried so many sunscreens. What surprised me the most about all these new sunscreens is that they have been really good. I'm talking about really good sunscreen, like no white cast, really good protection, and beautiful texture. There's a reason why I only use Korean sunscreens now and the occasional Biore Aqua UV sunscreen. Sunscreens are without a doubt the most important step in taking care of our skin. You can use the most expensive serum or the most nourishing cream, but if you don't protect your skin from UVA and UVB rays, then what's the point of using all those expensive products? In this video, I'm sharing with you my current favorite sunscreens. All sunscreens that I'm mentioning here today are SPF 50+, PA4+, and all the sunscreens here have no white cast, plus they are all suitable for oily to combination skin. Hi, hello, annyeong, Ray입니다. 반갑습니다. If you're new, welcome. Subscribe to our channel for all things skincare and cozy vibes. Follow me here on all social media platforms as well. Without further ado, let's get right into this video. So the first sunscreen I want to share with you, I actually don't have the product with me right now, like physically. I left it somewhere else. I think it's in one of my bags. Anyways, I couldn't find it. Hyalu Cica Water Fit Sun Serum by Skin1004. This sunscreen is an SPF 50+, PA4+. It's a very lightweight sunscreen that I like using on a daily basis, especially during the summertime. It has a semi-dewy finish, so again, it's great for that summer glow. And personally, and I think this is like the most important thing about using sunscreens, and it's one of the reasons why a lot of people don't like using sunscreen, and that is white cast. So of course, like I said earlier, none of these sunscreens I'm bringing up today have any white cast. This one included, of course, and it doesn't have any fragrance, so it's perfect for anyone who has sensitive skin. The only downside about this sunscreen is that I don't find it particularly moisturizing enough, so I feel like especially for wintertime, you have to add up like another layer of moisturizer before using the sunscreen before going outside. This sunscreen is definitely enough for oily skin to get through the summertime. And like I said earlier, it's a very lightweight sunscreen and it's perfect for anyone who don't particularly like wearing sunscreen. This one is like a great gateway into exploring other sunscreens because it's lightweight, you don't feel it, it feels like skin. If you do want to check out more about this Skin1004's Hyalu Cica Water Fit Sun Serum, I have a full review of Skin1004's best-selling products on my channel, and I will link that in the description box below. Next up is Purito's Daily Soft Touch Sunscreen. Again, this is SPF 50+, PA4+. I also have a review of this sunscreen as well as Purito's newest launches on this channel, so I'll link that video in the description box below as well. Okay, really quickly, this is a very lightweight sunscreen, just like Skin1004's. This one isn't as lightweight as Skin1004's, but I would still consider it a very lightweight finish. This sunscreen has a dewy-ish finish. I actually have the sunscreen on right now. This is what it looks like about an hour after application. It has a very silky, velvety, creamy texture that I really like in a sunscreen. More importantly, no fragrance, no white cast, but it isn't very moisturizing. I always have to layer a moisturizer underneath the sunscreen in order to really protect my skin barrier. Okay, moving on to the next one. This one is honestly a very surprising find. This is Mixsoon's Centella Sun Cream. SPF 50+, PA4+. So this was the first sunscreen that I've tried this year, and honestly, it kind of launched this whole exploration of other sunscreens this year because I feel like Korean sunscreens have reclaimed its throne. Literally, I have not tried a bad sunscreen yet. Very velvety texture, also a very dewy finish, and I would actually consider it similar to the finish that Purito sunscreen has, and exactly like this kind of finish on my face. So I would say it does add a natural glow to my skin that makes my skin look healthier than it actually is. There is no fragrance in this product, but there is lavender oil, and it's not as bad as like a lot of other products in the market where they just throw in a huge dose of lavender oil. Like, you put it on your skin and you don't even actually smell it or notice it. You only notice it once you like sniff the bottle, and that's kind of it. The only thing I would say is like a bit of a criticism for this sunscreen is that, like a lot of the sunscreens I have today, it's not very hydrating or moisturizing. So definitely pair this with a really rich and nourishing moisturizer if you are going outside. I personally love the Mixsoon brand a lot, and I was just really happy to see that this brand is just coming through with all these really good products. You can tell if a brand is a good brand or not simply by how much effort they put into developing a really effective and good and easy to use and comfortable sunscreen. Alright, moving on to the next sunscreen. This one is Be The Skin's Sebum Zero Aloe Rice Vegan Sun Cream SPF 50 plus PA4 pluses. This sunscreen honestly surprised me the most out of all the sunscreens that we have here today because it's actually a tone-up sunscreen. Tone-up, if you don't really know what tone-up is, in Korea is another term I guess they developed to replace the word whitening or lightening. Basically, tone-up products are really designed to cast this whitish shimmery glow to your skin. It kind of gives your skin like a white base, right? So if you have a white canvas, it's easier to put on other colors and products and stuff to sculpt your face. Honestly, I don't like tone up at all because I feel like it just makes my skin look paler, and then because of that I look sicker. Like, tone up really drains away all the color from my skin, and I personally like seeing the natural tone and natural color of my skin. I don't like looking whiter than I actually am. Tone up also doesn't allow for a larger audience to use this tone up effect because let's be real, like no one with darker or deeper shades can use tone up, which sucks because I feel like that becomes like a very exclusive thing for just like white people or like white skin. Anyways, that's my whole spiel with tone up. I don't like tone up, so every time I see a tone up product I'm just like pass, pass, pass. I gave this one a try because I was asked by, I think, Style Korean to give this one a try. I noticed that it has a greenish tint, right? And so the idea behind any products with like a green base or like some kind of green tint to it is that it cancels out the redness on our skin. And redness, whether you believe it or not, is in everyone's face, everyone's skin. So the green actually works well to balance it out. I wouldn't say cancel out, because if you're canceling it out, then you don't look like your natural self. Blemishes or like impurities or whatever on your skin is really just how the contrast between your natural skin tone is against the redness, right? So the green really does balance all that out. And like, what's crazy is that even though it's considered like a tone up, there's no white cast. I don't know if you saw earlier, but it has a very velvety texture. It works into the skin so nicely. It has a cooling effect. It's actually matte, and I want to say this one is the most matte finish compared to all of them today. Be The Skin is doing something right. No fragrance, by the way. Be The Skin. This is Be The Skin's best product, honestly. It actually should not be called a tone-up cream because it doesn't give you that tone-up effect, which is great. And even though this one is very similar to Benton's green tinted sunscreen, I like this one better because I feel like the texture is nicer and it's more affordable. Okay, moving on to the next one. This one is Mari and May's Cica Soothing Sun Cream. You guys have probably heard me talk about this at least 8 times across my entire skincare career on YouTube. SPF 50 plus PA4 pluses. Ever since I discovered this sunscreen, this became like my standard in terms of texture and finish. I love everything about the sunscreen. Even like the fact that this has fragrance, I don't mind it at all. The texture, again, the texture, beautiful, silky, velvety. It's like a dream. No white cast. Thank you. Like, one swipe, it's gone. It is. Can all sunscreens be like this? I really like this sunscreen. And it feels really light on the skin. There's no sticky texture or sticky finish. Honestly, once this sunscreen hit the market, it became a game changer, and I feel like not enough people are talking about this sunscreen. It is so easy to apply because it just disappears. Yeah, I feel like the only downside is that it has fragrance and people might not like fragranced products, which is, you know, of course, completely fine. I can't really say anything bad about this product. It is so good. Okay, moving on to the final product of this video, and I don't have the physical product with me because I finished it. Of course, it is none other than CosRx's Vitamin E Sunscreen SPF 50 plus PA4 pluses. Okay, I'm just gonna talk about the negative side of the sunscreen, and it's really the only negative side. It smells like cologne, perfume for the face. It is very strong. You will notice it, and you will continue to notice it as you wear it throughout the day. And of course, if you reapply, that scent will never leave you. And it's not to say that it's a bad scent. It is just very strong. It is very noticeable, and depending on whether or not you are sensitive to scented or fragrance sunscreen, you might get stinging on your eyes. I personally didn't. Yeah, it's a lot. It is a lot. And if you are into that, great, this is for you. But if you're someone who just cannot deal with fragrance products, absolutely avoid this one. Surprisingly, no white cast because it is a chemical UV filter sunscreen, which is something I really like. It's a semi-matte finish, so I noticed as an oily skin person and sometimes combination that this sunscreen does cause a little bit of that natural shine to my face, but it's not like greasiness, okay? Very natural. So in terms of finish, in terms of texture, in terms of the white cast being not there, oh my gosh, the ingredients. Tocopherol is a great ingredient to really combat sun damage on your skin, and that's basically what vitamin E is. Honestly, you can apply as many vitamin C serums as you want post sunburn or post sun exposure, but having that layer of vitamin E plus a really good UV filter at the forefront is the best way to prevent any dark spots or sunspots. Why let your skin go through the process of developing these sunspots and stuff when you can actually prevent it right then and there? If you found this video helpful, please subscribe and share this video with your friends. And of course, if you have any questions or concerns or whatever, leave them in the comment box below. You know I'm always lurking there. Last but not least, I will leave all the products links in the down bar below for you guys to check out. This is not a sponsored video. No one's asking me to say nice things about any of these products. You guys literally went to my comments and were like, please make a video about sunscreen. And I was like, okay, let me do a poll to see if you guys actually want to see content like this. And so I did. I posted a poll and you guys reacted, so here we are. But the links are affiliated, and what that means is if you do happen to shop any of these sunscreens through those affiliated links, I would get like, is it 2% commission? It's like a really small percentage, and whatever money that I make from those commissions would just go straight to this channel to make this channel better. Also, thank you for helping us reach 10,000 subscribers. I know we're still increasing, but I feel like I haven't really done a video to thank you guys, so I just try to sprinkle my gratitude throughout all my new videos. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Until then, be safe, stay hydrated, and most importantly, what is it? Be gentle with yourself. 안녕, come back for more. 주세요, 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 주세요.